Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Okay, they're doing crap, so I hope it's not mad loud, but there's nothing I can do. They power washing or something. It sounds like there's a giant Candy Burris vibrabrae downstairs. It's giving a low throb tea. I'm sure Rob would like the low throb. But what does Sissy Smollet have to say on Sway? So we open and they show the trailer for his movie. And so I do trailer reviews and it didn't make me want to see it. The guys were hot. It seemed like kind of like Insecure where the lighting was the star. We weren't really focusing on the script. I want a trailer to tell me the story. It's a lot of them laying in the boudoir. It's funny how both of the stars look like the Osundario brothers. Beautifully built, muscular, chocolate-skinned black men. Smooth like cocoa butter. All right, Jussie, we see you got a type. So we already start the interview with embellishments. Yes, Jussie, you were in the Mighty Ducks back in '92. So technically your career does span 30 years on a technicality. But in reality, you didn't do shit after the Ducks till Empire. You had the skinny betwixt and between, but you wasn't out here making no living as an actor. You were siphoning off your sister. Oh God, no. I know Jussie ain't gonna say why Sway lying. They talk about inviting each other over to their houses, and Jussie gonna say, why Sway lying? Why you lying? If you wasn't lying, you wouldn't even be having this interview. Oh, he's celebrating his 40th birthday, and so am I this year. And you know what? I may not have as much money as you, but at least everybody in the world don't think I'm a liar. At least my name isn't synonymous with not just lies, but bad lies. I mean, at least that Theranos heifer was making billions off her shit. You was just lying for lies' sake. Sway asked him how his spirit, and he said, my spirit's in a season of gratitude, grateful you out of jail. Although, I mean, one nasty bathhouse to another. Can you tell the difference? I guess so, because you weren't high when you were in prison. But you were on that stuff at Steamworks. You've never felt more clear because you just got through with 60 days of a forced rehab. That's why you feel clear when you don't got that coke in your nostril, yeah. This whole incident gives me a drug-addled psychoco, if you know. You in therapy, fire your therapist because they are supporting your delusions. I think you need more than a therapist. I think you need to see a doctor. I think you need someone licensed to prescribe and diagnose. He said, I'm going where the love is. You won't see me everywhere. Well, we ain't inviting liars, so I see why. Is the love at Steamworks? Is that where the love is? You know what, Jussie? I will agree with you. God did bring you through because you could have passed from an overdose. I hope you leave that shit alone. Girl, you grateful because you didn't get years in the hoosgow and you get to be back busting bussy at bathhouses. That's why you're grateful. Sway said, so you went through a lot of public ridicule by the same people who lifted you up. They didn't believe you. Well, I'm sorry. We liked you as an actor, but we don't like you as a liar. They're two different things. How do you rectify with people not believing your story? He doesn't. Good, because we haven't either. I understand why people believe what they believe the way that was served to them. You mean the Google text messages and the fact you said it was honkies first, and then it was black people, and then it was black people you knew that were on your payroll? That one of them you was making out with at the bathhouse? And then you changed your story? I understand people felt betrayed, and I put that in my song, Thank You God. Honey, ain't nobody listened to your music. Columbia dropped you, and so have we. You didn't know what was happening, and you didn't know how bad it was getting, but you were on Robin Roberts' Tweet, Tweedly, the gay Tupac, Tweet, Tweedly. You was rocking and lying around the clock all night. I mean, you were putting up pictures of your injuries, but you didn't know what was happening. Okay, maybe in the hospital you didn't know. I don't know how many days you were there for the fuck? Is the window open? What the hell? A moth just came in. We were like, there's no way you would do some bullshit like that in the beginning, but once your attackers went from white to black, that's when we was like, okay, your story changed. We had to change up on you. See, we don't know you, Jussie. We know you through the screen. We know Jamal on Empire. I ain't never met you. You met him. I'ma ask Chris if he know him. Oh, God. Now, who lied on you over and over? Who? The Osundario brothers? Because they was at the scene. You saying the police got the Uber driver to lie, and then they got Google to lie, and then they got the cell phone company to lie and say their phone was triangulating over here when it wasn't. I never heard any accusations that was a lie. And you said you were attacked by 2 white men calling you that from Empire. You said it was 2 white men in MAGA hats. MAGA. I think you were the one lying on you repeatedly. Okay, so he's confessing to the drug shit. He's like, well, they put a lie in with some truth, and yeah, I was at the bathhouse. I was high as hell. Maybe you got some bad shit, boo-boo. Again, I think this is psychoco, if you know. He holds some people accountable for the things that they did and said. Do you hold you accountable? I love how you know how to talk in circles around your lies. I mean, you got your script ready, honey. You've got a future as a writer. Oh, Lord. So Sway asked Jussie about, all the jokes people have been making, like Dave Chappelle. And he's like, it is what it is. I done seen Dave. I didn't run up on the stage. That's the one thing you ain't done. That's the one pat on the back you can give yourself. Will Smith done took some of the heat off you. You need to send him a muffin basket. He gonna say, that's all I'ma say. I saw him again. That's all I'ma say. Because you didn't have a conversation. You probably saw him on the TV like I saw him on the TV. Or maybe you saw him riding through Hollywood. But girl, boom. Now Jussie didn't want to do the interview. He loves and respects Robin Roberts, but he didn't want to do the interview. Shutting up is free. Oh, God. Everything I said in that interview was the truth. But there was a performative nature because I didn't want to be there. Honey, I'm gonna need some fiber for this amount of shit we're sifting through. Get me some prune Danish, honey. I need it to pass. It was so political. Whoa, 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 whoa. You were the one who said MAGA hot. Ain't nobody say that but you. You made it political, but then you changed your story, and it went from honkies to blacks. How are you missing that? Also, in Robin Roberts' interview, tweet, you said you were attacked by white men in MAGA hats. That was you politicizing this. Now, you said that wasn't a lie, but then in court, on the record, you said the Osundario brothers pulled off this stunt because they were trying to swindle you. Which is it? Which multiverse plot line are we going through? Because I'm sucked into a bagel right now, bitch. Oh my God, now you're dealing with your own internalized homophobia? I'll call you tomorrow, girl. I am like Nene with the bullshit. Just, I can't. So, was this an acting challenge for you? Because you just said you wanted to represent all of us who have been assaulted. But that's not you, boo. He gonna say I'm a gay black man who leads with his blackness. That type of blackness can bring up the fucking rear. You keep that shit in the back. We do not need your ass out front. You that kid that gets left back at school at the field trip. That's you, boo. You do not need to lead. Oh, God. He said, but I didn't want to be associated with being attacked because I want to play boxers and superheroes. You could have if you hadn't done this dumbass stunt. Were you trying to frame yourself as a tough guy because we saw you as a sis? There were better ways to go about it. He said he didn't want to be seen like a sissy who got his ass beat. Well, good news. Nobody thinks that of you anymore. Oh, God. You can't even make up a lie. boy! Everything I was saying was the God honest truth, but yeah, oh, where is my Metamucil? He's so full of shit, I gotta go to the bathroom. Jesus. So now it's all about internalized homophobia. Oh. You didn't want anybody to know, but you hung out in your apartment with the noose on until the police got there, but you didn't want nobody to know. You've never been a person that looked for attention. As an actor with a record deal, a record deal that you were dropped from, but you really gonna say, Jussie, you're telling on yourself. You said, I wouldn't make myself look like a victim, I'd make myself look strong. And if we had bought your bullshit, we might have thought, oh wow, he fought off two racist, homophobic attackers. Wow, that's strong. You wanted to be in a Marvel movie, that's what you wanted, and they would not take your calls. This is a chore. You know what bothered me the most is my whole life I've been about equality and social justice. Girl, you didn't come out on Empire until you were forced. Who was it that outed you? NYPD Blue? The one that was messing with them young trans girls? Pepperidge Farm remembered. They got him off the show real quick. He said, if I had done this, I'd be a piece of shit. You said it, I didn't. If I had done something like this, it would mean that I stuck my fist in the pain that Black Americans have suffered for 400 years. But you did, because again, where are the honkies you talked about on Rob and Robert, and you just said that was the truth. So now you've lied in court. What is the truth? Was the Rob and Robert story the truth, or were the Osundario brothers trying to soak you the truth? Because you backpedal now. You backpedaled, and thine pussy has popped. We're not even going to talk about in Africa. Where your boyfriend from? I think you could speak on it. You been to Nigeria with him? Or did you just pay for his flight home after the attack? Pepperidge Farm remembers. So he fasted for 6.5 days. Girl, you was on a hunger strike. I gotta say, if you have nothing else, you've got a fertile imagination. Now you're lawyer lying. You weren't fasting for Lent. It was a clear mind fast. I hope your lawyers sue you for defamation. You were fasting until you found out whether or not they was gonna let you go. Girl, that's a hunger strike. Oh, Lord. I didn't know listening to this many lies was exhausting. He keeps shouting out his family, but I feel like they're your enablers. Somebody needs to sit you down and tell you to stop this lying. He said I had to surrender to myself in prison. Just you and your thoughts. And you got so many conflicting thoughts, I don't know how you did it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now I might have to watch his movie because Mercedes from P-Valley is in it. I am so tired. Oh my God. We've got another fucking 29 minutes of this. And my eye is starting to twitch. He says, well, you know, Reverend Jussie Jackson told me. I ain't trying to name drop. We ain't really interested in a philanderer's advice right now. I don't think he called you. I don't think Jussie had to call Jussie. I just don't see it. Damn, you had to sell your house over this lie? I just have told the truth. I would have just said it's a bad batch of cocaine. Everybody would have forgiven you. They would have been like, ooh, fentanyl's real. I would have taken fetty psychosis over losing my house in Los Angeles any day. All to pay for some damn lawyer. Ooh, you stupid. You stupid. That's stupid. That's super stupid. That's I can't help you, bitch. So Jussie says, I used to think people were good fighting against evil, but now I think they're bad fighting to appear good. That's you, boo. That's you. You done got on here, kept talking and told all your business to anybody who really listening. I just get a sorry, secretive sissy. Not interesting or intelligent enough to be evil. More malignant and mundane. Can we talk about the damn movie? We got Ebony on here and you ain't really using her. You still going on and on, but you don't like attention. Talk about your art, heifer. You done talk circles around these same lies for 35 minutes. And still ain't said shit. Oh, hell no. He ain't gonna say I need the bloggers to become investigative journalists. So we actually talking about the film, and he's like, you know, I was able to hire a lot of Black people because I was financing it with a business partner. I was like, okay, no, this is interesting. Let's talk about Black cinematography. But then he had to say, yeah, These bloggers are great, but now let's have them become investigative journalists. I'm becoming no investigative journalist. I'm just here to make jokes about the headlines. He still talks to a lot of people from Empire, but he didn't say a word about Sissy Daniels. All right, well, that was the shit. And I mean shit, but I'm gonna see you soon for something. Happy Pride, y'all. Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.